Hello everyone, I'm joined today with Sarah from the National Autistic Society, or the NAS or NAS for short, who's going to be talking to us about what kind of things they offer within the Surrey branch, and we'll just be finding out a little bit more about it. So Sarah, did you want to introduce yourself firstly?
Thanks. So yes, I'm Sarah Truman. I'm the parent of an autistic man, and I'm currently acting chair of the National Autistic Society Surrey branch. There are two separate parts to the NAS in Surrey. There is the branch, which is all volunteers, and then there is also the professional service, which I think we'll be talking to you separately. They provide a family support service and some after school clubs, that sort of thing. So they will talk about what they do. In the branch, we are all volunteers. We are all either parents or grandparents of autistic children or adults, or we also have volunteers who are autistic themselves or have a similar neurodiverse condition. So basically, we are about enabling parents to meet up with other parents and learn from each other, support each other. And we do that in various ways. We have a range of different support groups. Some meet online and some meet face-to-face, and some are a mixture. So we have an online Zoom group for parents of autistic children and teenagers. That meets once a month, and it alternates between a morning meeting and an evening meeting. Then we have a group for parents of autistic girls that meets face-to-face in Guildford or Woking, alternating. We have a group for parents of children and teens with pathological demand avoidance, and that meets over Zoom once a month on the last Thursday of the month. We have a group for parents of autistic adults that meets twice a month, and we alternate online meetings and face-to-face meetings. And in each month there's either an afternoon and an evening Zoom, or there is a face-to-face meeting, one in West Surrey and one in East Surrey. So that's the pattern for the parents of adults. And lastly, we have a support group for spouses and partners of autistic adults, which meets face-to-face in Guildford. So those are our specialist groups. We also have a few little local support groups for parents to be able to meet other people who live locally to them. And they are currently in Ashted, Frensham, Guildford and Woking. And there's also a group in Hinchley Wood that meets over Zoom. So those
Brilliant.
are our support groups. We
There's
also
a lot,
have
isn't there?
There is a lot going on.
Wonderful, really,
Yes.
really wonderful.
Yes. We also have our online forum, which is our email forum, which is obviously open 24 hours a day, where parents can send an email and anybody can reply. There's over 1,000 people in that group.
Wow.
So that's a great way to be able to link up and ask other parents questions, at any time from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. And I do think there's something about that peer-to-peer support, being with another parent who just gets it is just invaluable, isn't it? I know myself, when you talk to another parent who understands, you feel this relief, don't you? Especially when you're having if you're having a real challenging time and, you just don't quite know what to do or who to turn to. There's inevitably going to be a parent who's been there and can sort of offer some words of advice or comfort. So I think it's really, really great, really great. And how can parents find out about all this? So how can they do they need to sign up, or how do they go about getting this information?
Yes, so the best thing to do is to go to our website, which is nassurreybranch.org. And on there, you'll see details about what we do, and most importantly, our newsletter, which has information about all the support groups and other things that we do. We occasionally put on talks with experts in the field And very occasionally we'll put on an activity, which is an opportunity for families to get together. We get exclusive use of facilities such as, say, the skating rink at Guildford Spectrum. And we have it all to ourselves, and so families can come and they know that, you know, they can have an activity where it doesn't matter what happens, everybody there will understand, because everybody there has got an autistic child. That all stopped obviously during the lockdown, but we're starting again with a Christmas party at Woking Play Store. So, but details of all the things that we're doing are in our newsletter, which can be downloaded from our website. But the best thing for people to do is to actually join the branch. There's no charge. You join for free simply by filling in the membership form that's on our website. And once you've done that, then every time we produce a newsletter, a link will be emailed to you. And that's how you find out what we're doing.
Brilliant, perfect. And we'll put the link to your website attached to this video, so it's easy. So you can just click on and go to that. It's brilliant. I think it's just so wonderful that there are all these things going on for families, because I think sometimes it can feel really lonely and isolating when you're a parent of a child with additional needs, or indeed an adult. You know, once they've grown up, you know, their needs don't suddenly stop, do they? So I think it's, you know, it's so great that there are these opportunities to come together and, you know, and support each other, really.
Absolutely. As we always say, you know, nothing beats talking to somebody else who is in the same boat,
absolutely.
Or, you know, has been there. The first 2 years after my son was diagnosed, I didn't know another soul with an autistic child, and it was a very lonely time. But yeah, so it's different now.
No, definitely. And the other thing that you do is you're involved in the all-age autism strategy, as are we at Family Voice, which is really, really great. And I thought I'd just mention it on this recording here, because I think it's really important for everybody to know that we've got that lived experience within the strategy and all the different things that are sort of going on to try and improve things for autistic people and their families in Surrey. So yeah, it's a great thing to be part of and to be able to bring that lived experience, isn't it?
Exactly. There are several of us on the committee who have been involved in strategy work, and yes, we are there to bring the voice of families and autistic people. Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, well, thank you so much. I think, you know, that all the work that you do is just absolutely brilliant. And I think, you know, I would really encourage parents to, you know, to sign up and, you know, even if you don't want to go to one of the groups, you know, that does, you know, there's no pressure in, you know, you could be on the forum or just getting the information. I know I get the information, the newsletter, and it's so useful. And I read it and like, oh, I didn't know that was going on, or you know that. So really, really good. So I'd encourage everyone to do that, to get that information. And I think obviously our event is for the transition from primary to secondary. And I guess I'd just add that sometimes that time can be a real challenging time, you know, getting used to new experiences and things like that. So it might be, you know, that you possibly haven't thought about it before, but now, you know, you might want to, you know, get in touch with others. So, you know, just go and join them, definitely. Is there anything else that I haven't forgotten, or anything else that you wanted to add about the Surrey branch?
I think that pretty much covers it, really. Yes,
perfect.
We would be delighted to hear from anyone who wants to join us.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Leanne.